अफेक्ट हिम के और या इनमें कोई डिज़ायर हो कि मुझे किया जाए। आज की भी तकरीब मेरा ख्याल है वक़ार की इंसिस्टेंस पे हुई होगी, क्योंकि वक़ार रियली इनके साथ बहुत ज़माने से आदमी मैंने वो सैकड़ों में हज़ारों में नहीं देखा।
और भाई आप यहाँ ऐड करते? ये बड़ी हमारी इंस्पिरेशन की बात है, और जिस तरह से हमारी कंट्री को ये जिस तरह से इन्होंने इतने एफर्ट्स किए हैं।
सोहेल भाई, आपने जो स्टोरी सुनाई ना यूएससी में आप बस में जाते थे फिगरोवा, तो आई डोंट नो इफ यू नो दैट माय फर्स्ट जॉब वाज एट यूएससी इन माइक्रोबायोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट, और यूसीएलए में जब जाती थी तो मैं भी बस लेके जाती थी सनसेट और फाउंटेन से फॉर 1 year, एंड देन second year I bought a car for $1,500 without an AC, and we rode that car. We drove that car for 3-4 years. But and USC, I was there in 1983, so you were probably hanging out there too.
Yes.
And then after 2 years, I married Waqar. So I didn't become a billionaire, but I am married to a billionaire, Hart, a person who is like a brother. You are like a brother to him.
Yes.
And alhamdulillah, we are all so proud of you. Your accomplishment, it's unmatched. It's totally unmatched. Every time we see all the posts, any post on Facebook about Kaaba Fusion and you, I cannot resist sharing it. I cannot resist bragging about it, because it's an accomplishment of our own brother. And you have done so much for everybody. I know you have done a lot for your family, but other than that, you have done a lot for the community, and we are really proud of that. And may Allah continue to give success.
सबसे पहले तो सोहेल भाई मैं आपको मुबारकबाद दूंगी आपकी कामयाबी, और वाकई आप वेल डिज़र्व हैं। जैसे आप सब लोगों के सबके साथ कोऑपरेट करते हैं, सबकी मतलब सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को हमको सपोर्ट करते हैं। उसके साथ साथ मैं एक छोटी सी बात आपको बताना चाहती हूँ कि मैं तकरीबन रोज़ आपको याद करती हूँ। उसकी वजह यह है कि मैं सरीटोज़ में रहती हूँ और मेरा अक्सर गुज़र वहाँ से होता है आपके काबा फ्यूजन से, और मैं देखती हूँ और आपकी याद आती है और आपके लिए दुआ निकलती है।
Now I would like to give the baton to Mr. very energetic, very young diplomat, because you know that sometimes I feel working with Shiraz, I feel different kind of feeling, because I work with Najm Saqib Khan, Gul Khan Janjua, and many ambassadors, you know, with the diplomats. And in Saudi Arabia, I work many European diplomats, you know, and I see that young gentleman, he worked through the system very methodical and very systematically. I really like that, and that's supposed to be our diplomats. You want to say something today in the honor of our friends?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, everyone, wonderful words for a man who deserves it, all of it, the words that you used. And Sohail Saab, all I want to say is, after all that they've said, is that we're proud of you.
Thank you.
And your accomplishments speak for themselves. It is phenomenal what you've achieved. And I hope that you serve as an inspiration, not just for the people around you and all the people in this room, but for the millions of Pakistanis, not only back home, but here as well.
Thank you.
Who will be inspired by what you achieved.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you
for being here.
Our commercial counselor, separately, he is a businessman.
Yeah.
You have a direct link with that business.
मैं बस ये कहना चाहूँगी कि आई एम सो इम्प्रेस्ड, योर अचीवमेंट इज सो अमेजिंग, एंड सीजी साहब हैज़ आल्सो पॉइंटेड आउट, आई थिंक यू सच अ बिग इंस्पिरेशन, एंड I would and we would try we could get you in touch with, like we could arrange all these, we could actually get students in touch with you, so you're such an entrepreneur के लिए सबके लिए आप इतनी बड़ी इंस्पिरेशन हैं, and many congratulations on your achievements. Thank you.
So now I would like to present a award. जी सर, आपके मुबारक हाथों से, because he is a diamond.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So this award presented by the Pakistan American Chamber of Commerce and the Grand Alliance for Pakistan.
Thank you.
President is here. I'm the chairman, and the vice chairman, co-chair Fatma Khan, you know, and
Secretary.
And this organization is just a brand of different brands, because a big community, they work different styles में.
बहुत सी चीज़ें लाइफ की ऐसी होती हैं कि जहाँ हमें सोचना पड़ता है कि भाई
किस तरह कहाँ से हम चले कहाँ पहुँचे। तो ज़िंदगी जो है वो सफ़र का नाम है, आप सफ़र ही कर रहे होते हैं, हमें पता नहीं कि डेस्टिनेशन क्या है। लेकिन जो फ़िलहाल जहाँ मैं अपनी लाइफ के मोड़ पे खड़ा हूँ, मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि अल्लाह हमें इतनी बरकत देगा। आज से 30 साल 40 साल पीछे देखते हैं, हमारे अबू के इंतकाल के बाद हम लोग 3 कमरों के घर में थे, गढ़ी शाव में रहते थे, फिर गुलबर्ग चले गए, लेकिन 3 कमरे थे। मुझे याद है कि एक महीने में एक किताब मैं लेता था उर्दू की, क्योंकि मुझे पढ़ने का बहुत शौक़ था। तो मेरा नाम मंगो और सारी जो किताबें थीं, भूत बंगला और ये वो, तो एक किताब एक महीने में एक अफोर्ड कर सकता था। मैं उर्दू बाज़ार जाता था बस पे चढ़ के, क्योंकि कुछ ना गाड़ी थी ना मोटरसाइकिल थी। मैं वो किताब लेता था और वो बस में पढ़ता हुआ आता था, और वो एक महीने किताब पूरी पढ़ता था मैं। तो मुझे सारी किताबें रट गई थी, क्योंकि एक दफ़ा एक महीने में किताब लेता था। अब माशाल्लाह ऐसा है कि अच्छी बड़ी लाइब्रेरी है घर में, सब तरह की किताबें हैं, लेकिन वो नहीं भूलता टाइम। और वो क्या करता है कि वो इंसान के पाँव जो है वो ज़मीन पे रखता है, आप उड़ना नहीं शुरू हो जाते। आपको पता है कि भाई जो है अल्लाह करे ऐसे ही चलता रहूँ आखिरी दिन तक, चाहे मेरे दोस्त यार हैं, भाई बहन हैं। पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी डेफिनेटली, हमारी कम्युनिटी एक ज़माने में ज़रा थोड़े टफ टाइम से आप लोगों, लेकिन मैंने जो कोशिश की वो की कि उसको भूल के मैं सही काम करता रहूँ। तो वो हमें ये बस करना पड़ेगा कि हमें वो जो एक राह लगा दी अल्लाह मियाँ ने, जिसको जिम्मेदारी दे दी है, जिसको दे दिया है जो भी देना है, वो इसी तरह ही करे तो सही है। वो अपनी एक छुप के 1.5 इंच की मस्जिद बना के बैठना बड़ा आसान काम है।
सुहेल भाई ये कहना है कि लोग आई डोंट हैव अ टाइम बट आई हैव मनी टू सपोर्ट, यू डू गुड जॉब, आई एम देयर फॉर यू।
तो मैं अमेरिकन जो लोग होते हैं ना जिनसे बात करता हूँ, मैं कहता हूँ आई बिलीव इन 3 T's। जब चैरिटी का काम आता है, आई बिलीव इन 3 T's। One is time, T for time. I don't have time because I'm running a big company. Second is talent. I don't have a talent like you guys to run organizations. I'm not going to run the organization. Third is treasure. So you can write the check. तो मैं कहा वो आप मुझे बता दिए करें, वो मैं check आपको नहीं दूंगा। No time, no talent, but I have a alhamdulillah capacity.
Thank you very much. First of all, आज़म साहब कि आपने अपना valuable time दिया, और definitely this is the government of Pakistan. So you are here on behalf of the government of Pakistan.
Thank you.
Definitely presented you the awards, honoring you, and definitely जो आपने दीवार देखी है इस पे आपका नाम यहाँ लिखा हुआ है, और ये हमेशा रहेगा। आज शराफ यहाँ है नहीं है, कल दूसरा आएगा वो भी देखेगा कि डॉक्टर सुहेल मसूद की वजह से ही आज यहाँ पे इतनी कलरफुल वॉल है, और रिकग्नाइजिंग पाकिस्तान एंड डेफिनेटली इरफान मुर्तज़ा
का भी कमाल है कि he put this together very well.
जी मेमन साहब की नेकी थी, उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया प्रोजेक्ट, हम लोगों ने तो आगे बढ़ाया उसको, लेकिन नेकी नहीं की थी इसमें।
सो थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच,
थैंक यू।
Kaba Fusion is a pharmacist-owned, patient-focused team of professionals with over 30 years' experience providing intravenous medication to pediatric and adult patients in the comfort and safety of their own home. Founded by Dr. Sohail Masood, a pioneer in the home infusion industry and recipient of Ernst & Young's Entrepreneur of the Year Award, Kaba Fusion has 28 state-of-the-art compounding pharmacies across the country with service capabilities nationwide. Specializing in IVIG, SCIG, and acute therapies, our highly skilled infusion nurses are present throughout your treatment, and our clinicians are on call 24 hours a day. Please visit us at kabafusion.com for more information.
नाज़रीन, जैसा आप जानते हैं कि पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन बहुत तेज़ी से अमेरिकन सियासत में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। इस साल कई लोगों ने कांग्रेसमैन, मेयर और सिटी कौंसिल के इलेक्शन में हिस्सा लिया। कुछ लोग कामयाब हुए, कुछ नाकाम हुए, लेकिन ये इसका आगाज़ हो चुका है। एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है पाक पैक, जो अरसे दराज से कायम व दायम है, जिसको पहले अपना ने इस्टेब्लिश किया था और सऊद अनवर उसके रहनुमा थे और लीडर थे जिन्होंने पाक पैक को आगे बढ़ाया, जिसमें हिलरी क्लिंटन, जो बाइडन जैसे लोग भी आ चुके हैं और उन्होंने इसमें हिस्सा लिया है। लेकिन इस साल इसके जो सदर हैं जनाब वो असद मलिक साहब हैं, जिनका ताल्लुक मिशिगन से है। इज़ ए रेनाउंड एंटरप्रेन्योर बिजनेसमैन और उनकी लीडरशिप में वाशिंगटन डीसी के बहुत ही मारूफ होटल हयात एजेंसी में पाक पैक की तकरीब हुई, जिसमें कांग्रेस में इनकी बड़ी तादाद ने हिस्सा लिया और कामयाबी भी हमगार गए, जिसमें तकरीबन लगभग 40 के करीब कांग्रेसमैन आए और उन्होंने अपना इजहार ख्याल किया, जिसमें पाकिस्तान ट्रेड, इन्वेस्टमेंट, पाकिस्तान पॉलिटिक्स, पाक यूएस रिलेशनशिप पे जो है बातचीत की गई और बहस की गई, जिसमें हमारे कैलिफोर्निया के मारूफ बिजनेस लीडर इमरान शरीफ ने भी हिस्सा लिया और उन्होंने पाक पैक को बाकायदा ज्वाइन कर लिया है। इसके अलावा डेफिनेटली डैलस, न्यूयॉर्क, वाशिंगटन डीसी, न्यू जर्सी, ह्यूस्टन, हर जगह से लोग आए और इसमें शिरक हुए, उसको कमी भी हमकिनार किया। आइए देखते हैं हमारे दोस्त जनाब वाशिंगटन डीसी जनाब आसिफ सिद्दीकी की ये रिपोर्ट।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, कैपिटल टीवी वाशिंगटन इस वक्त वाशिंगटन में मौजूद है और पाक पैक का इवेंट हो रहा है। पाक पैक के प्रेसिडेंट जो हैं इस वक्त असद मलिक साहब हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। आज का इवेंट ज़बरदस्त हुआ और हम आपको उसकी झलकियाँ भी दिखाएंगे, लेकिन कुछ सवाल सबसे पहले असद मलिक साहब से पूछते हैं। असद मलिक साहब, सबसे पहले अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम।
असद मलिक साहब, आप बड़ा ज़बरदस्त इवेंट हुआ, तो मैं चाहूँगा कि आज के इवेंट की कुछ ख़ास बातें बताएं कि एक तो ये कि ये इवेंट क्यों होता है, जो नए देखने वाले हैं उनको ये पता चल जाएगा, और पाक पैक और पाकिस्तान, अमेरिका और पाकिस्तान के रिलेशन में पाक पैक का क्या रोल होता है?
So this event we have is an opening reception event. We invite all the congressmen. It's actually one of the largest events in Washington. We had over 40 congressmen come to talk about Pakistan-U.S. relationship, Pakistan-U.S. relationship, along with what can be helped with the flood situation, aid for terrorism, trade, investment into Pakistan, and those are the issues that we talk about with the congressmen and how they talk back to us. PAC's role, that is its role, to build a better relationship between the United States and Pakistan, and we do that through these efforts of what we can do with the diplomatic side, as well as from trade and investment within Pakistan.
अच्छा, हमने देखा कि बहुत सारे कांग्रेसमैन आए, तकरीबन 40 के करीब हमें पता चला कांग्रेसमैन ने आज पार्टिसिपेशन किए। हम कुछ लोगों की तो आपको झलकियां दिखाएंगे उसमें से। आज की क्या इम्पोर्टेंट कांग्रेसमैन क्या कहना चाह रहे थे, वो पाकिस्तान से किस किस्म का रिलेशन रखना चाह रहे थे?
They all feel that Pakistan is a very important strategic ally of the United States, and that is what they wanted to relay, that message that that we are friends. We've been friends for 75 years, and we want to continue that relationship moving forward. And inshallah, a lot of these congressmen that came here will inshallah be visiting Pakistan also within the next year as well.
अच्छा नाज़रीन, हमने कुछ प्रोग्राम कवर किया है, कुछ स्पीचेस कवर की हैं, तो आप झलकियाँ देखें और असद मलिक साहब को इजाज़त दीजिए। आसिम सिद्दीकी।
Thank you so much, Dr. Salim, and thank you all for being here. One of the wonderful things I have in Iowa is, as a former director of the Department of Public Health, I was very instrumental in the J-1 visas and had the pleasure of bringing people from Pakistan and India to Iowa to practice. So to all my fellow physicians, thank you so much for coming here, being willing to relocate, go through all the very difficult process of getting licensed to practice in the United States and filling that void that we have, throughout our country and especially in rural parts of our state. So thank you for that, and the relationship that we all have, and the desire that you have to see, markets and capitalism and the ability to change your circumstances no matter where you come from. It's part of what drives people to the United States, and one of the things that we want to see remains a very vital part of our country. And your addition to that is helping us to maintain democracy and capitalism. So thank you so much for that. I know you've got other speakers, so I won't take long.
I'd like to welcome Congressman Chet Bergman He represents the Michigan 1st Congressional District since 2017. He serves as the House Armed Services and House Veteran Affairs Committees. Welcome. Thank you.
Well, you know, since Marionette spoke without a mic, I'm a Marine, so I come with a built-in microphone. If you want me to dial it down, I will. First of all, as I look around the room, what I see in so many cases, whether you're an elected official or one of the members of POCPAC, I see a lot of friends. People who I met in Michigan a long time ago. I'm not going to call out Dr. Malik, but I will call, if I never had a brother, but if I had one, it would have been Dr. Malik. But so many of you have been so gracious over my rough short 6 years in Congress to either host me in your home, whether it be in Dallas, whether it be in Michigan, to dialogue about because whether you were, if you are an American, your family came here from somewhere at some point. And we are truly that melting pot in the world that is the beacon of freedom, the beacon that other countries, but especially the people who populate those countries, strive to be. We can never, ever, ever let our friends, our allies, or our citizens down when it comes to government doing the right thing for the right reasons. Having said that, I'm proud to be among you. I'm proud to just know all of you, and I look forward to the next time, whether it's Dallas or Michigan or some other event that you all invite me to, because I look forward to, and I'll admit here a little selfishly, you all have the best food I have never had at an event. So thank you, and let's celebrate. Thank you.
We have just going to go a little bit out of order. Congresswoman Chu is going to be introduced by Dr. Imran Sharif. Please, if you could come up to the podium.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and I want to congratulate POCPAC team for organizing a wonderful event. I want to introduce my really good friend from California, District 28, Judy Chu, and before Powerful House Ways and Means Committee and Powerful House Ways and Means Committee and Subcommittee on Health and Small Businesses. And she has done a lot of great things for CA28, and she's a strong supporter of Pakistani community. Every time we need anything in California, she's always there for us. So Judy.
Well, thank you so much. Imran is such an incredible leader, actually, in Southern California, and very, very active with the Council of Pakistan and other organizations that are very important over there. Yes, I represent a district that includes Monterey Park, California. There was just on Saturday a mass shooting, and so actually I have a lot to take care of right now, so I'm going to just be here very briefly, but I did want to stop by. I think it's so great that you are involved in politics, that you are making your voices known through this PAC, and that your presence is felt here on Capitol Hill. I do have to say that in Southern California, I'm proud of our very large Pakistani community, and in fact, I just attended an event where the sister state relationship between Congress to make sure that that relationship thrives and that we make sure that it is a close one. Thank you so much.
I'd like to introduce our president of our POCPAC, Asad Malik, to the podium, please.
Thank you. I'm honored to introduce a great man who is a fellow Michigan Wolverine. Go Blue! Go Blue! He is in Arizona. He was the mayor of Phoenix, and now the congressman from that area, Greg Stanton. And I want to thank Congressman Kildee for putting him just now onto the Foreign Relations Committee. So that is his new committee assignment. So, but I'd love to welcome Congressman Greg Stanton.
The Fiesta Bowl in Phoenix together. Darn it! That was a tough game to TCU, but go Blue. Next season, we're going to get them. I appreciate it. Yeah, Michigan is way overrepresented in this room, isn't it? When I was mayor of Phoenix, we had a very fast-growing Pakistani community, and we want to keep growing that community so we can catch up to Michigan and be fortunate like Michigan to have such a large and important community. I don't know if Judy Chu has left the room, but it is an honor to serve with her in so many ways. She reminds us that as the United States is developing our policies as it relates to China and the economic competition with China, that we do so in a way that we're going to win that economic competition, but we don't do so in a way in which our rhetoric becomes such on all of those issues moving forward. So this organization has just such strong bipartisan credentials, and you support members across the aisle, and we need that moving forward to this next cycle. So thanks for supporting me and supporting these other great members of Congress that are here represented. And in my new assignment, thank you, Mr. Kildee, with my new assignment, look forward to working even more closely with PAC. Thank you.
Dr. Shree.
Welcome, I'm Dr. Jill. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm honored to introduce our fellow Texan from Houston, Congressman Lizzie Fletcher. She is a congressman for the 7th District of Texas, and she's in the Congress since 2018, and she's a member for Energy and Commerce Committee. Here's Lizzie Fletcher. Please give her a big hand. It's a Texas.
Thank you so much, Dr. Khan, and thanks to all of you for being here and for welcoming me. And I am thrilled to be here representing the great state of Texas, and specifically, that's right, city of Houston. I represent Texas's 7th Congressional District in Southwest Houston, and I'm so proud that Houston has one of the largest Pakistani populations in the United States. It's 3rd in the United States, and about more than 35,000 in Southwest Houston. So I am thrilled to be here with you all and helping move our country in the right direction. It has certainly been a challenging few years for all of us in many different ways. And I agree with my colleague Greg Stanton, who was speaking earlier about the incredible leadership we've seen from Congresswoman Judy Chu and others who've really worked in these very difficult times to bring us together and to make sure that we remember our purpose here is to serve the people, and that's all of the people. Everyone in this country, to fight back against some of the bad ideas that we have seen here in Washington, and to make sure that we're advocating. And it's such a privilege for me to represent the incredibly diverse and dynamic district that I do. A lot of people don't know, I mean, Texas is obviously a big state and a state that people are moving to, and in Houston, 1 in 4 residents was born in a foreign country. And so we believe that our diversity is our strength, that everyone's varied experiences and beliefs come together and make something better. And that's the view that I bring to the Congress from the 7th Congressional District. And I'm so delighted to see you here doing your advocacy, and I very much look forward to the opportunity to work with you, to hear from you, to connect with you, and to do what we can together to move our country in the right direction. So thank you so much for welcoming me. I'm glad to be with you. Look forward to working with you.
I'd like to invite Mr. Hamza Skander. There are also refreshments of
Well, thank you, everybody. I'm Lisa McLean from the great state of Michigan. Go Blue. Thank you all for being here. And thank you all for what you do. In this day and age, it is critical that we can work together with friends and allies, especially in the business community, the healthcare community. It is critical because we are truly stronger together than we are divided. And I think it's easy for us to focus on what does not unite us versus what does unite us. And we have a lot in common. So first and foremost, I want to thank my colleagues across the aisle, because in order to get any substantial legislation moved, you have to work together. My goodness, don't put it on social media because we'll all be, ridiculed. But at the end of the day, coming from a business background, I was just talking with my colleague from Arizona, it used to be, I got about 80% of what I wanted, you got about 80% of what you wanted. We both wish we got more, but at the end of the day, it's a good deal and we're all better off. And that's what we need to focus on, is what can we work on together to move our relationship and our alliances forward. And there are things that we can do. So I want to thank you for putting this together. I love my Michigan representation. Thank you for doing all of what you do to make this country and our relationship better and stronger. Thank you.
I'd like to friend Congress Representative Mark Takano. He represents California District 39. He was initially elected in 2012. He is a ranking member, and Mark's staff took care of it within a few days. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sharif. Thank you. Thanks so much. I'll be very brief. I just want to make sure I drop by and pay respect to PACPAC and the work it does on behalf of the Pakistani diaspora in the United States. And as this country, our country, the United States, contends with the challenges abroad, whether we're dealing with Ukraine, whether we're dealing with the economic challenge posed by China, that we're upholding a global economic rules-based order, rules-based, and that we never pursue our interests from a position of fear and insecurity. Why not? Because we can rest on the strength of the diasporas of so many different nations that connect us to allies. Allies are the strongest suit and the strongest hand that America has to play. We have to remember that it's our alliances. And what is that alliance always based on? A respect for human dignity, human rights, a respect for democracy and transparency in governance, that we're against corruption. That's one of the best things about coming to America, is to see a country that's relatively free of corruption, and that you can pursue your profession, pursue your small business dreams, and not know you're going to be shaken down. And that this country...
I'd like to welcome our congressman from my district, Congressman Dale Kildee. He represents the Michigan 8th District.
Well, thank you. I'll just say a couple of things quickly. First, and most importantly, to express my appreciation for your help. As many of you may know, I had a difficult election in this new district that was redrawn as a part of our redistricting process, a very competitive district. And PACPAC stepped up and has been enormously helpful, and I'm grateful that you contributed to giving me this opportunity to continue to serve in Congress. But to say a couple of other things. One, some of you may have heard me say this before, I succeeded in Congress. 10 years ago, my uncle, Dale Kildee, retired from Congress after 36 years. I mentioned him because when I was a young child, I knew that there was the United States because I lived in that country, and I knew that there was Pakistan. It was the second country I became aware of as a young child, because my Uncle Dale lived in Peshawar, history, and came home the year I was born. And I was educated on the history of Pakistan to the relationship between the governments of the United States and Pakistan. We have some work to do. And we have some work to do within the United States government to address and approach our relationship, I think, in a more productive way than we have recently. There's been some positive signs lately. Certainly what Pakistan's experienced, in the last several years, the terrible flood, the economic issues, right now, issues around energy. We need to be a better partner and a better ally and a better friend and find a way to find the common ground that we all try to seek with our communities across the globe. I think we all need to commit ourselves to do that, and you have been very good in making sure we understand those issues. And I'll do everything I can to do my part to make that reality. So thank you so much for your advocacy. Thanks for your help, and thanks for reminding me of one of my earliest lessons in life about Pakistan itself. Thank you. And I'm not a cane because I had surgery conducted by somebody some of you may know, Dr. Wahid Akbar from Michigan.
په سرمایه‌کارۍ باندې بهترین منافع تاسو د خپل علم نه ترلاسه کولی شئ. تاسو روزانه یو ګام پورته کولو سره پرمختګ کولی شئ او غوره نتیجه حاصلولی شئ. د غیر ملکی طالب علمانو لپاره په امریکا کې تعلیم کوم چې د AME زموږ پروګرام کې بزنس انفارمیشن ټیکنالوژي پروګرامینګ پروجیکټ مینجمنټ زموږ پروګرام کې بزنس انفارمیشن ټیکنالوژي پروګرامینګ پروجیکټ مینجمنټ او نور ګډ شمېر کورسونه شامل دي. زموږ مقصد په نړۍ کې هر چاته د معیاري تعلیم ترلاسه کولو موقع ورکول دي. د نورو معلوماتو لپاره وزټ کړئ زموږ ویب سایټ amedfs.com یا کال وکړئ.
الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
يا أيها الناس ضرب مثل فاستمعوا له
We're never alone. And that is our strength. Because when we're doubted, we'll play as one. When we're held back, we'll go farther and harder. If we're not taken seriously, we'll prove that wrong. And if we don't fit the sport, we'll